Emmanuel Wanyonyi produced the race of his life at the World Athletics Championships 2025 in Tokyo, storming to victory in the men's 800 meters and toppling the reigning champion Marco Arop in dramatic fashion, with the Tokyo Olympic Stadium crowd roaring from start to finish as the young Kenyan delivered on his immense promise. The opening lap unfolded at a blistering pace with Arop settling into his customary front-running role, but Wanyonyi shadowed him closely, refusing to let the gap widen, showing both tactical maturity and fearless intent against one of the most experienced half-milers in the world. As the bell rang for the final lap, tension was palpable, Arop gliding smoothly through 400 meters but Wanyonyi staying composed on his shoulder, his stride light and his eyes locked on the Canadian star, signaling that he was not prepared to yield. With 200 meters to go, the race transformed into a duel, Arop beginning his long surge toward the finish line, while Wanyonyi responded with patience, conserving just enough energy to unleash his trademark kick down the home straight. As the athletes entered the final bend, the stadium erupted, Wanyonyi moving wide to attack on the outside, his rhythm quickening, his arms driving powerfully, and his face a mixture of grit and determination. In the last 80 meters, the Kenyan shifted gears again, surging past Arop with remarkable acceleration, leaving the defending champion unable to respond, and the sight of Wanyonyi pulling away brought fans to their feet in awe. Crossing the line in a world-leading time, Wanyonyi threw his arms in the air, shouting with joy as he realized he had captured the biggest title of his career, and his teammates in the stands waved Kenyan flags wildly to celebrate the new world champion. Arop, gracious in defeat, acknowledged his rival with a handshake and a nod, reflecting the mutual respect between two of the finest 800 meters runners of their generation. Media around the world quickly hailed the performance as a coming-of-age moment for Wanyonyi, who at just 20 years old had fulfilled the predictions that he would become the next great Kenyan middle-distance star, and as he completed his victory lap draped in the Kenyan flag, smiling and waving to the Tokyo crowd, the significance of the achievement sank in. Not only had he beaten a reigning champion, but he had also established himself as the man to beat in the 800 meters for years to come, symbolizing the relentless rise of a new era in global. Emmanuel Wanyonyi etched his name into athletics history at the World Athletics Championships 2025 in Tokyo when he surged down the home straight to capture gold in the men's 800 meters, outdueling reigning champion Marco Arop in a showdown that thrilled a capacity crowd and confirmed the 20-year-old Kenyan as the new face of middle-distance running, with the race itself unfolding in waves of tension and drama as Arop, known for his aggressive front-running style, took control immediately after the gun, gliding through the opening 200 meters with his long, smooth stride and setting a punishing pace that dared anyone to challenge, while Wanyonyi tucked in directly behind, shadowing every move and conserving energy with a maturity far beyond his years, his relaxed shoulders and steady breathing betraying none of the pressure that comes with chasing a world title. As the field passed the bell marking the halfway point, the clock showed a searing pace and the atmosphere in the Tokyo Olympic Stadium grew electric, thousands of fans rising to their feet in anticipation of the head-to-head battle everyone had predicted, with Arop looking majestic at the front but Wanyonyi never flinching, never giving him more than half a stride's advantage, his focus so intense that it seemed he was running in a world of his own. The third 200 meters, often the decisive stretch in championship 800 meters races, saw Arop push harder to test his rival, lengthening his stride and beginning his long surge, yet Wanyonyi answered with remarkable composure, holding position on the Canadian's shoulder, waiting, almost daring him to keep the tempo relentless. Then, with 200 meters to go, the noise reached a crescendo as Wanyonyi shifted his gears, his trademark finishing kick coming alive, legs churning faster, arms pumping, eyes locked straight ahead as he moved to the outside and began reeling in the defending champion. Entering the final bend, the stadium shook with noise, and in those crucial seconds Wanyonyi's acceleration was irresistible, his cadence sharper, his posture perfect, the gap closing stride by stride until he drew level, and then, with 80 meters remaining, he powered past Arop with an explosion of speed that left the world champion straining but unable to respond. The sight of the young Kenyan storming clear, chest lifted and drive unbroken, brought an eruption of joy from the Kenyan supporters in the stands, their flags waving wildly, their cheers echoing across the stadium, while neutral fans too recognized that they were witnessing the coronation of a new star. Wanyonyi crossed the line first, arms raised, his face a mix of disbelief and joy, stopping the clock in a world-leading time that underscored the authority of his triumph, before collapsing to his knees in celebration as teammates and compatriots rushed down to the track to embrace him. Arop, ever gracious, followed him across the line and immediately extended a hand.